play.
I was going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has her overall, floor game. She's racking up, close to triple doubles every night, and her shooting ability is, it's her superpower.
One thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. Don't get it twisted. Don't get up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
With her electric playstyle and undeniable presence on the court, Clark has ignited a level of buzz the league hasn't felt in years. But with that spotlight comes shadows: admiration from fans on one side and tension from some veterans on the other. From packed arenas to social media chatter, the Caitlin Clark effect is real. But not everyone's rolling out the red carpet. A few seasoned WNBA players have made it clear. Her arrival has stirred the pot. Still, this story has another twist. NBA stars are jumping in to show their support. Denver Nuggets superstar Nikola Jokic, known for his quiet demeanor and laser focus, broke his usual silence to speak up. He called Clark's mental toughness one of the most impressive parts of her game, praising her ability to stay locked in, block out the noise, and perform under pressure. "She just plays the game," he said. And for a guy who thrives in clutch moments, that's high praise. He's not the only one. More NBA names are chiming in backing Clark, calling out the criticism, and pointing to the double standards she's up against. Through it all, Caitlin isn't flinching. She's already bringing energy and edge to the Indiana Fever. And once the team hits its stride, the rest of the league might want to brace itself. Because this isn't just a new player entering the league, it's a full-on shift. Clark isn't just a gifted athlete, she's got nerves of steel. The outside noise, that's just background. Her focus, crystal clear. The game. And if you needed more proof, here comes Luka Doncic, one of the NBA's most fearless scorers, putting major respect on her name. Luka didn't just compare their careers, he said. "She's a better shooter than me." Coming from a guy known for draining deep threes with swagger, that says it all. The similarities between the two are striking. Both came in young, confident, and ready to take over, not fit in. Luka nearly swept Rookie of the Year. Caitlin missed a unanimous win by just one vote. From day one, both have played like they belong at the top. So, while some critics talk, Caitlin Clark keeps climbing. Her game speaks louder than any headline. And if history's any clue, she's just getting started.
It's a woman, Steph Curry. Thank you. She can shoot it better than me. Caitlin, congratulations on an amazing season. Rookie of the Year is a big honor. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Doncic has already cemented himself as one of the NBA's brightest stars, delivering jaw-dropping performances and living up to every ounce of the hype that surrounded his arrival. And if Caitlin Clark's mix of skill, confidence, and relentless energy is anything to go by, it's not a matter of if she reached that level, it's a matter of when. Clark is on a fast track to becoming one of the most recognizable names in WNBA history, and the buzz isn't just coming from fans rising. NBA stars are taking notice. 2. Victor Wembanyama, the towering French phenom, may play a completely different position, but his path to the pros shares some striking similarities with Clark's. Both were burdened with sky-high expectations before even stepping onto the court. Wembanyama entered the NBA as the most hyped prospect in decades. Clark, she carried the hopes of a new generation of WNBA fans after her standout college run at Iowa. Though they arrived by different roads, Wemby dominated Europe's top league while Clark lit up NCAA basketball. The pressure, the spotlight, and the noise were the same. So when Wembanyama was recently asked who his favorite WNBA player is, he didn't blink. Caitlin Clark, not just the most talked about, not just the most hyped, in his words, the most impressive. That kind of praise, coming from one of the NBA's newest superstars, speaks volumes. Clark is earning the respect of the game's future, and she
was in college, the only college player that I was really in awe of the game,
Pulls it back, knocks it down!
I'm saying men and women's college basketball, she's probably the most impressive.
They ever stepped onto a pro court. Caitlin Clark and Victor Wembanyama were already stars in the making. Their names were everywhere. Fans had followed them for years. Highlight reels, record-breaking moments, and non-stop buzz. When it came to hype, these two weren't just prospects, they were events waiting to happen, and it's not hard to see why. Clark brought deep shooting and an unstoppable motor, while Wembanyama stunned the world with his once-in-a-generation size and skill set. They were so good. Teams at the bottom of the standings were practically racing to the draft for a chance to pick them. When draft night finally came, there were no surprises. Clark and Wemby were the clear no. 1 choices. And from their very first games, they didn't just live up to the hype, they blew it out of the water. Both looked like seasoned pros, not rookies. delivering breakout performances that shook the basketball world. But superstardom isn't just about stats, it comes with pressure. Clark and Wemby were each dropped into rebuilding franchises, expected to bring more than just highlight plays. Their teams needed leaders. They needed hope. In Indiana, Caitlin Clark is stepping into that role, and she's not doing it alone. NBA All-Star Tyrese Haliburton is already leading the charge for the Pacers, and together, Clark and Haliburton are quickly becoming the faces of a basketball renaissance in the Hoosier State. The comparisons are starting to stack up. Both are deadly from beyond the arc, both stretch the floor with elite vision, and both have emerged as exciting, energizing forces for Indiana basketball. Naturally, fans began wondering how would Haliburton react to sharing the spotlight. Turns out he's all in. Haliburton has embraced Clark's arrival, seeing not competition but potential. The synergy between Indiana's rising NBA and WNBA stars could very well ignite a new era of hoops in the state. 2 stars, 2 leagues, 1.
I'm excited. I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization, and just look forward to watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. Now she's with
Clark and Tyrese Haliburton are quickly becoming Indiana's dream duo on and off the court. The rising stars have formed a real bond, often seen courtside supporting one another, celebrating wins, and building something bigger than basketball. Haliburton even admitted he's watching more WNBA than ever, all thanks to Clark's arrival and her growing influence with the Indiana Fever. But this connection goes deeper than casual support. It's a shared commitment to lifting basketball in Indiana together. Clark is starting to find her rhythm, and the Fever are showing promising signs of turning a corner. That journey echoes Haliburton's own path with the Pacers: a slow build, steady progress, and the emergence of a true leader. If both franchises stay on track, Indiana could be looking at a full-scale basketball revival with Clark and Haliburton leading the charge. 1 rising star can inspire hope. 2, that might just
really cool to see her growth this last year, and the Fever as a whole, to see Kelsey get some playoff experience, and just the whole group, Aaliyah, the whole group. So just really cool to follow the team, and it's unfortunate that they lost, but they're a young group. They'll be back for success, and now locked into watching more WNBA.
Clark's winning mentality didn't begin with the WNBA. It's been part of her story since day 1 at Iowa. That competitive fire, that relentless drive, it's what fueled her rise in college, and now it's lighting up arenas across the league. Every time Clark hits the court, the buzz follows: packed crowds, flashing cameras, and non-stop energy. It's all part of the Caitlin Clark effect, and it's not just fans taking notice. NBA guard Kobe White has been one of Clark's most vocal supporters this season. His praise, completely genuine, and while it might surprise some, really shouldn't. Clark checks every box: highlight reel plays, record-breaking performances, and a presence that commands attention. She's not just fun to watch, she's magnetic. And when NBA players like White show love, it's because they recognize what greatness looks like. Her game doesn't need a sales pitch. It's doing the talking, and the entire basketball world is listening.
Supporting Caitlin Clark for a while, and what she's been doing for the game. So this is my first time seeing him in person, so it's been dope.
What was it like when you saw her hit that 3?
Which one? The one that break the record was crazy. I think she put up 2 feet beyond half court. So for me to see it in person, she's legit. She's the best. So she's the GOAT. So her skill set far exceeds everyone.
Patrick Beverley knows physical basketball when he sees it, and he's paying close attention to Caitlin Clark. The veteran NBA guard recently weighed in on the intense spotlight surrounding Clark's rookie season, noting that every moment, especially the hard fouls and rough plays, gets amplified when she's involved. In a way, Clark's experience mirrors what Beverley himself has dished out for years: gritty defense against the league's biggest stars. But instead of calling out the drama, Beverley came with respect. Speaking on Gilbert Arenas' podcast, he praised Clark's elite skill set and high basketball IQ. What impressed him most, her ability to dominate the game without relying on sheer athleticism. According to Beverley, that's what sets her apart and makes her truly special. While her rise has sparked plenty of debate, Beverley sees the bigger picture. The noise, the controversy, the spotlight, it's all fueling something positive, massive. Attention for the WNBA. Clark isn't just playing through the pressure, she's bringing energy, visibility, and a wave of new fans into the league. And as Beverley puts it, that's a win everyone can share.